Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, episode
11.
11.
Whoop, whoop.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, folks, you guys probably noticed that episode 11 didn't come as quick as the first 10, only because we are now filming these every other week, just to give you guys a chance to go on YouTube and check out the other episodes. So we're gonna work with that every 2 weeks and then see how that works. But if there's a demand, then we will go back to every week and bring you guys what we do on Real Life Talk Podcast. All right, Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good today.
Great. How was your week?
The week was kind of crappy. My heart's been not doing so well again, but it seems to only happen like after 2 a.m. and then it lasts until I finally fall asleep. But it's enough to kind of put me on edge to where it keeps me awake.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I'm not even falling asleep till like 6 or 7 in the morning. And like Katie's getting up and going to work, and I'm still. I hate when I'm awake and the sun starts coming up. I hate that so much. And yeah, it's just it's messing everything up. It's messing my sleep schedule up, and my sleep schedule be messed up is messing more with my heart. So it's like a circle.
Yeah,
it's a
vicious circle.
Yeah.
I get it.
But last night I got good sleep. I went to sleep at like I want to say like 3 o'clock, which is super early for me. And I woke up at like 11. So
nice. So mentally, how you feeling?
I feel drained mentally.
Yeah, right.
But happy to still be here.
Yeah, that's
happy that today's episode 11. I was really looking forward to this. So
for sure.
Well,
good.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're feeling happy.
How's
man, my last couple of days have been shit, to be honest with you. Not in the mood for anything, actually. Actually had a tough time coming here today. Really didn't want to do it. It's just getting a little frustrating. But you got to work through these things, and you got to get up and you got to do what you got to do. But
you have a cause behind it, or
no? It's just my normal days? Morning depression, and then not wanting to do anything, and then when I don't want to do anything, a lot of the times I won't do anything, which then causes me to just sit around, and
you almost make excuses why you shouldn't go or why you can't go.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. But again, this has been happening for quite a bit, actually. So
yeah,
I've got a plan that I'm working on for myself, man. I'm gonna put that into play once I get it all figured out.
Okay.
Because as bad as it's been, I don't know if just doing what I'm doing is working, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna try to change it up almost dramatically.
Okay.
Only because of what I've been watching.
Yeah.
And learning from other people. But again, frustration. When you're frustrated and you've got your daily life stuff in your business, it affects all of that, man. And
it runs off and everything.
Yeah, so I'm at the point where I'm like, something's got to change big time. So
yeah, you don't want to boil over, man.
Yeah. So, but reading and watching, and learning more about it, just getting more educated, that helps. So, yeah, it's awesome. And speaking on that, so Blake Mikowski, we talk about this guy, Tom's Shoes. Now he's with We Are Enough, or he created We Are Enough.
Right here. Yeah.
I jumped on his podcast. I watch his Instagrams and I do all that, but I just seen his podcast.
Is it fairly new, or is it something that's been
I think his podcast has been around for a minute, but he just he brought on a couple guests that I thought were interesting, so I had watched those. I'd watched one today and one a couple days ago, and you guys should keep an eye on that. Again, we're our podcast is all about mental health. We follow a lot of people that deal with mental health, and Blake Mikowski is one that we follow hard. And of course, we support with his We Are Enough bracelets. But yeah, his podcast gets a bit deeper, which is kind of cool. And again, my personal thing is, the more you read, the more you watch, the more you know, the better.
Yeah.
And that's how you're able to get it across to other people. And that's why we we created this podcast. So we're going to learn from other people, then we're going to bring it all together and then share it with you guys. So, Blake Mikowski. What is it? It's called No Magic Pill with Blake Mikowski on YouTube. No Magic Pill. Check it out on YouTube.
And you said he had Matthew McConaughey on there the last
yeah,
one?
his I think it's his second to last.
Okay.
He had Matthew on there. And Matthew's also going through the same thing that Blake has gone through, so the conversation's kind of cool. It's kind of like us. We both understand each other. We both go through the same thing mentally, so we're able to talk about it and share.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought that was cool. Let's talk about Daryl Sheets, man.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he was the one that was off of Storage Wars. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that. I'm sure at one point in time, you guys have seen at least one episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Where they would go in there and they would bid on storages and they would purchase them and then try to find something that's worth money inside of it. And he was the guy that always had the tank tops on, drove around a big truck. It was him and his son.
Yeah.
Seemed like a really happy guy and
definitely on the show, man. He always
He seemed like he was one that played games, had fun. Everyone seemed to like him. Like he was just
and the relationship between him and his son.
Yeah.
That was also great.
Yeah.
Because they did business together. They bought and sold storage units and did the whole thing, and they were both on that show, which was cool. But so Daryl Sheets. So apparently, now listen, this is all based on what we've read, and we don't know the exacts. But apparently he committed suicide, and they say it was from cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Which we found interesting because he's a big dude. He looks like a tough guy. He looks like he can handle a lot. But I guess cyberbullying.
But it also maybe his state of mind wasn't that great, so he was getting cyberbullied. At the same time, maybe he was going through some depression.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's been suffering for a long time. This is just what pushed him over the edge.
Yeah. Which is a trip. Now, I followed this show quite a bit, and I know all the characters on there.
Same.
So when I had heard about this, when I found out about it, it kind of hit me hard. You know, I don't know the guy personally, but I know him through Storage Wars.
Yeah.
But because of how it happened, or how they say it happened, it hit me kind of hard, man. So I sat back and I was like, wow, this is, mental health is deep, man. And and that's why I'm glad we're doing what we're doing here, because again, we learn from everybody outside of us, and there's so many different situations and things happen so many different ways. And for this guy to have committed suicide because of cyberbullying.
Yeah, and that's the final act. That's to be pushed to that. I mean, I've been in those situations where, you think about that and you want to do it. And especially when I was younger, when I first got my heart problem, but then you start thinking about the people around you, and usually that's what stops you. You realize that it's a selfish act and it usually stops you. But some people, you get to a point, and I was at that point before, where you justify it. Well, they're better off without me anyways. It's better if I'm not here. And then you start justifying why it's better if you go ahead and go through it.
For sure.
When in reality, it's not. Everyone's going to be upset. Your family, your friends. And in this case, he had a following outside of just that too. So he had a lot of people that, whether or not he knew it, were involved in his life in one way or another because of the show and everything else.
But that's what's so interesting. It didn't matter who he had around him. That wasn't what was in his head.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, I've been through that too, man. And I mean, let's be honest. I've thought a million times about taking the easy road out.
Yeah.
But, again, if you do it, I mean, you're not only affecting yourself, you affect everybody else around.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things that I think about all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, man. The pain you're gonna cause.
That's the only thing that stopped me. I'll be honest. If Katie wasn't in my life, I probably wouldn't be here. I was at that time not doing good. I was weak, and if I wouldn't have had someone that was a rock in my life, that wanted, you know, it was my reason for staying here. And I'm not trying to put any pressure on her, and she knows that.
No, for sure. Yeah. Well, we don't want to put that kind of pressure on them.
We've talked about this, and she knows this. But at that moment in time, she kept me alive. She kept me from taking my own life. And at that time, I was in a really bad spot. I didn't care. I didn't want to live anymore. I was depressed. I was just not happy with my life. I felt like I was just spinning my wheels, not going anywhere. I wasn't contributing nothing. I was just alive. I wasn't living life, you know, like I was just existing basically.
Feeling like you weren't enough.
Yeah. All of the stuff. You know, you get all of those feelings. But having someone there, I was lucky enough to have somebody there to pull me up out of the hole and smack me around a little bit and be like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, there's a lot of people here that care about you. A lot of people, there's a lot of reasons to live. There's so many different things you'd miss out on. Like if I'd have done something stupid like that, I would have missed out on my nephew. And, you know,
of course,
I love spending time with him.
Yeah,
and that's,
of course.
I love the fact that he gets to know me. And, you know, like it would have been, it's just not a good thing to do. And I feel sad that he took that Daryl Sheets took that last moment and did that. And there wasn't.
You know, and again, it's one of those things from the outside looking in, you know, the guy was successful on the show and he was successful with his business.
Yeah.
And, you know, we see from the outside, everything looks good.
He has everything. He has to be happy.
Yeah. He has a business with his son. He looks like he's always happy. But, man, I'll tell you, that's not the case. And this is with a lot of people out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to act.
Yeah.
Or it's easy to pretend like everything's good. But
look at Robin Williams.
Yeah. I mean,
that guy,
there's a list.
He made everybody in the world happy.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like people like that, that give and give and give, like comedians, artists and stuff, that they suffer a lot, and I feel like their suffering is what gives them the art to do stuff. That's it. That's why, like me and you talked about before, about putting on a mask when you go outside and you have fun with everybody, and everyone thinks, oh, you're always so happy. This guy's always so happy. He's a good time, and in reality, you're dying inside.
Yeah.
Wearing two faces is exhausting, man.
It is, man. It's like an act.
Yeah, it is, 100%.
You're a full-time actor, man, and you know, and again, I mean, I'll be honest, it's like with me, man, the last couple of weeks or whatever it's been, you just get to that point where you're like, damn, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
But
it's an uphill battle. And you're with a rock on your back and you're carrying it up.
But we also want to remind you guys, man, but there is help.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do, man, so...
And it's not every day I struggle like this.
No.
I have a lot of good days.
Absolutely.
It's certain days that I do struggle with this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And having a support system is a must. If you have a support system, that's awesome.
Well, we got to remember, too, a lot of people don't have anybody around.
That's what we're here for. Yeah.
We can imagine how much more tougher that is. We have people around us.
Yeah.
Like you said, the support system, but the people that don't, I can't even imagine. And I think that's where, you know, once you get that in your head that you want to take the easy road out, and you don't have anybody else around you to convince you otherwise.
Yeah.
You know, it could just become.
Yeah, we're doing a thing right now. I told you on the 31st we're doing the Veterans Cars and Coffee, and it's for usvets.org. And I was talking to them there, and she was telling me about how many homeless veterans just off themselves. That's just they're on the streets. They've been basically put aside, unwanted.
That's another story.
Yeah, we've used you. We're done with you, and then they push them aside, and then these people feel like they have nothing to live for, or they've been through so much stuff that they're messed up too. And you know, some of these guys have had families at one point, and because of them coming back and what they've been through, they distance themselves from their families, or they lose their families, and they end up on the streets and end up taking their lives. It's really sad.
It's very sad. Especially because of what they did for us.
That's the no support system, though. They have nobody around them, and they think that that's their only way out. Because suffering it seems to be all they know. There's a lot of sad stuff in there, like a lot of sad things that happen.
I know, man. But again, I mean, that's why we created what we did, Real Life Talk Podcast, because trying to change that, man. But again, this is a huge journey that we've stepped into. But if everything we do, we help one person, that's a huge goal in my book.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why I feel like if we just continue to do what we do here, man, it'll just keep spreading.
Yeah.
Also, I want to remind you guys, man, listen, we are talking about suicide, right? And again, that there is help out there. I want to remind you guys, there's another organization that we back, that we follow, Mental Health America. They're on Instagram and they've got a website, Mental Health America. That's a huge platform. It's a huge organization that's got everything.
Yeah.
They've got hotlines. They got 24-hour hotlines you can call when you're down and out. You guys just got to remember there's help out there.
Yeah.
And you know, as bad as it gets for me, or as bad as it gets for Chris, we just reach out. You know, we've learned the tools.
Yeah.
On how to get over this hump.
Yeah.
And again, that's why we're here, man. We wanna teach you guys, or we want to help you guys. Just remember that there's help. But you got to put in the work, man. That's one of the things.
Those hotlines are a really good thing.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else, man? Sorry to just jump in, man, but so Blake Mikowski's also involved in a. We'll get more information and we'll share it, but AI therapy, and I'll show it to you. He showed a sample.
So are
of
you
it.
like talking to AI?
Yes, and there's an actual company now that you can talk about what you're going through or your problem, and it'll read it and it'll shoot back what they think they need to tell you. And I watched one of the samples he did, and I was like, holy! I mean, come on, we know AI, man. AI's got to be it knows more than we could ever imagine, right? So, you know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I can see people having mixed emotions about that, because when you reach out and you're in that moment where you need to reach out to somebody, sometimes you want a person behind there that's a real person that you're talking to.
I get it, for sure.
And that even if they just listen to your story as you get everything out. So I don't know. I think maybe the newer generation might be more accepted of the AI.
Yeah, for sure.
And the younger generation really suffers from a lot too. They suffer from a lot of depression, anxiety.
Well, the new generation's a different breed, man.
Yeah.
They
college is more expensive. Jobs don't pay as much. Like, it's hard to even find a place to live for a decent price. Like there's
honestly,
so much stuff, man.
Internet has corrupted a lot of these young.
Oh yeah. Social media.
Their thinking is different, man.
Yeah.
So
it is. At a young age.
Yeah. But again, I think, AI may be weird. AI therapy might be weird, but it's just another tool.
But this is just getting started,
and
though.
And if it can help you, then, more power to that.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the fact that they're bringing it out, or they've created it, I think is cool. And then locally, I think every city, there's help. So again, I think probably the best way, Google, right?
Yeah.
Or reach out to us, or reach out to Mental Health America, and find the help. Because again, man, suicide's not the way to go.
No.
Just having the thought is bad enough, man. Yeah. It's terrible.
I watched this video. It was last night, and it brought tears to my eyes, because it's this cop pulls up to this truck that's pulled over on the side of the freeway, super dark freeway, no lights. He knocks on the window, and the guy's just bawling, crying on the phone.
I seen that.
Yeah, and then
oh my God.
He asked what's going on. The guy said, "I don't want to live anymore. I'm a veteran. I'm done. I don't want to do it." Yeah. He's like, "Can you get out of the car?" And they got out, and the guy said, "Can I give you a hug?" And he just hugged him, and that's just an embracement. That's all he needed.
That was powerful.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't watch this right now.
Yeah.
This is getting me, man. It's really getting me.
Yeah, that was seriously powerful, man. I actually seen it a while back, but then I just saw it the other day. I think maybe it's recirculating. But you could hear it in his voice, in his cry, man.
He was at that bottom.
How deep that shit was, man. And again, Army veteran, but young.
Oh, young.
And he's struggling already like that, man. It's just terrible, man.
It is.
It's crazy. But again, we're here to help, man. Everything and anything can get better. You have to believe that. 100%.
Yeah.
And I guess we're great examples of that because we've suffered most of our life
Yeah.
with this. And as much as we've thought about taking the easy road out, we haven't. And, you know,
There's been things that have stopped us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been.
I think for a reason.
For sure.
Yeah. Another thing too, I was watching. Oh man, I forget who it was that was talking on it, but it made so much sense that people need purpose in their life and meaning in their life. I think it might have been Tony Robbins actually. And he says some crazy good stuff sometimes. I don't know if you ever watched him.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
But he was talking about, and he was crying at the time that he was one of them, that people need meaning in their life and they need something to help push them forward. And without meaning, and you have nothing, then you just kind of sit still, and that's when you start getting depressed and you start. But when you have purpose and meaning in life, which is why I think that he went and started making these bracelets and started the new company after Tom's, is because he had meaning with Tom's.
Yes.
He had purpose with Tom's. He was doing a good thing.
And then when he sold it,
then he lost his purpose and his meaning. And so, like, he needed to find something else. And I think he found it again. He's a person that needs to keep pushing forward and keep helping people. Helping people, man, that's the best feeling in the world. I love the feeling you get off of helping people. It's almost like a drug in a way.
Oh,
like
100%, because I'm that way.
Yeah.
And that's probably why we connected and we're doing what we do now.
Yeah.
Because, I do. But we also have to remember that if we're trying to keep ourselves busy and our mind busy by helping other people, but not helping ourselves first,
that's true too.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That, once, like Blake Mikowski, once that's gone, now what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So I think
you need to find a way.
As important, you need to figure out yourself first. And again, from watching his podcast and reading, I think it also goes all the way back to your self-confidence.
Oh, 100%.
You know? Yeah. And how you feel about yourself and, how you feel about what you're doing in life.
Yep.
And if that ain't right, but you're still trying to go out there and help everybody else, that core problem's still sitting there.
Yeah. And it's never too late to change either. If you're not happy the way your life is right now, you can still change it. You can still try something new.
Oh, you can. 100%. And again, let's go back to me. I've struggled with this for most of my life, and I've thought, my first thing was I said, you know what, I'm not taking medication.
Yeah.
I'm done with the medication. I just felt like these guys just want to stuff you with medication.
Yeah.
It's the bottom line is money.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I didn't feel anything different. Maybe sometimes I did, but I'm at the point now, I think naturally there's a way to heal.
Yeah.
Or to figure out.
And I won't say that medication is never the answer.
Yes, I get it.
But I feel like for some people, it might be the key.
It might be.
But to other people, like I was on when I was younger, and they were trying to figure out, like my anxiety, my depression. I was on Effexor. I was on. I can't even think right now. I was on like 3 different ones, not at the same time, but just trying me. And it's weird because every time I'd go in there, they'd up my dosage, and I'm like, well, where's my baseline? You got to get the baseline first. And even Katie had told me this. There was a point in time when I was on, I think it was Zoloft at the time, and they had me on like the max dosage, and I had no ups or downs. I was like a zombie. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I just kind of talked monotone, and it was just a blah. There was nothing there. And that's when Katie's like, something's wrong with you. And I was like, there is something wrong with me. I can't take this medication anymore. And once I stopped taking it, I noticed that my happiness was back. Yeah, I still had my sadness and depression, but while taking the medication, I lost everything that made me happy as well. So wow. it was kind of a crazy thing to experience. Because
there's side effects to everything.
Yes.
Which is which is crazy to me because they give you something to cure this, but then messes up everything else behind you.
Oh, you got this is messing up your liver. Here's a pill for that then too. And so you just stack on pills. Like
next thing you know, you got a bag this big.
Yeah.
And I know a few people that got a bag this big that's filled with 10,
I got a half a bag with my heart medication. Yeah. And one of the pills I'm on is really, really bad for me. It messes up my liver, my lungs, my thyroid, kidneys. It messes up everything, but it's the only thing that works in my heart.
So again, you great point. That medication, we don't rule that out.
Yeah, you don't want to say it's never the answer, but
You're right.
There's always, if you can find another way rather than going through some sort of pharmaceutical medication that's going to have a lot of bad side effects, like you said, then and there's maybe a natural way out there that you can try beforehand. Try those natural ways before you go there.
That's true.
There's so many different things you can try, especially when you suffer from mental problems or mental disorders. There's I don't want to say drugs, but like there's people out there that have done microdosing on mushrooms, microdosing on MDMA, or maybe they smoke weed or they eat edibles. I mean, those are the drug part of it, but there's other stuff that you can do too, and there's so many different ways that you can do, even changing your eating habits, like we talked about.
100% eating habits.
Yeah. Exercising. I mean, there's so many different things that you need to do. You can't just do one and think that's going to fix it. That's why a pill's not just going to fix it. You got to take steps in your life and change your life around to get to that point to where you're happy and you're okay again. And you can't just do one thing and expect like it to be a magic pill, basically.
Yeah, well, again,
I wish that was real, but
I know. But there isn't. And you know what? Again, when you're out there trying different things, the problem with that is, it's not a problem, but it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Let's just say you wanted to microdose mushrooms. It's going to take year, 2 years, 3 years to figure out.
And failure sucks. If it doesn't work out, you almost get like depressed, but you got to keep going on. You got to try the next thing.
So it's, again, just like Blake Mikowski says, there's no magic pill, man. It's up to us.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And again, education, man. And then going out and talking to people that go through the same things we do.
Yeah.
And seeing what they do. And that's why I think I'm at the point now, I got off of medication. I said, you know what? I'm going to go healthy. And I'm going to change my lifestyle, and then I'm going to see what happens. And I've been doing that. So, I started walking in and running and jogging. My eating habits have changed.
Did you cut your portions a little bit?
Portions have changed.
That's good,
Yeah. Problem is that's going to take some time to do it too. So, I'll just say what I've been thinking. My thought is a retreat, man. Like a weekend or a month. And I've seen some out there.
Yeah.
Now that's tricky too, because I don't want to be going in some retreat and I'm gonna turn into like a whole different.
Yeah.
You got to be careful to what you're looking into.
What cult did you go and sign up for, man? Come on.
Exactly, bro.
I'm not gonna go out there to hug trees with you. What are you talking about?
No, that's the first thing I thought of, man. I was like, you know what? Because I was watching something on retreats, man, and so I had talked to Debbie about it, and she goes, no, not no 30-day. Let's start off slowly. Do a weekend thing and see how that works. But I think what I'm looking for
find
might
classes that you can go to.
Classes,
also.
Yeah, you're right. Now, did you see what I sent you about that the Riverside mental health walk that Riverside County's doing?
Yeah.
That's the same day as Boot Check.
Oh.
But it's in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So if you're ready for a full day, my thought is we go do this Riverside.
As long as it's flat, I'm okay. If there's like hills and stuff.
But no, my bad. It's not even a walk. It's just a group. They're gonna have speakers. They're gonna have booths. They're gonna have all that. Yeah. Sorry, I mixed that up with that 2K walk. That was for kids. I had. Yeah. No, this one's different. And again, the more we go out, some we may agree with, some we may not. But I think the important part is we go out and we do these things. It's just gonna help.
100%. Yeah.
So we'll put that on our schedule, and then of course we'll share it with you guys, or we'll go live. We'll definitely tape it, but it's something that Riverside County's doing. We'll put more information on it, but it's a mental health fest.
So is it Mental Health Month right now?
It is May.
See, there you go.
And that's why there's a lot of different things going on right now.
Yeah.
And like I said on my my daily, like we should use this month. The month of May to just dig in a little deeper.
Yeah.
It only takes a couple minutes a day to jump on a podcast, go on an Instagram, listen a little bit.
Yeah.
It can change. You don't have to commit 8 hours a day to do it.
Yeah.
A couple here and there, and you just, more.
Talk to somebody you care about about stuff you've been holding inside, something you've been suffering with, or has been kind of affecting you. talking about it. I mean, we found out even just going to our boot check, the gratification you get from just talking about what's wrong, what's going on in your life, and how much better it just feels. It feels like, even though you didn't take care of it and get rid of it, just talking about it and saying it out loud, like it just makes you feel like, whoa, my God,
well,
like, I got it out. Like,
for sure. Well, let's just be honest right now. So, right before I got here, I was excited about this podcast. Super excited. I'm always excited.
Yeah.
But I got an event this weekend, and some things changed on it. It got me on the edge. Super frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Just been frustrated with it the whole week, prepping for it. And then when I pulled up here, I was still frustrated, and when you get to that point where you're like, I don't even want to talk anymore. I don't even want to do this.
And then I waved to you, and you're like, I'm just kidding.
No, that was the start. Seeing you pull up was the start, and then pulling in, and then I'm still thinking about, because I was still on the phone when I pulled up with this, trying to deal with it, and then along with my mornings waking up super depressed and not wanting to do anything to start with. And then carrying it over to coming over here. I'll be honest with you.
Hit twice.
Oh, I got hit twice. Ask my wife. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
Now that we turned this camera on, we started this podcast, I swear right now I feel like 1,000 pounds have been lifted off my back.
I'm glad. That's good. Yeah.
No, for sure. And I knew that was going to happen, because our talks and our podcasts, every time we get together, is always super helpful.
Yeah.
But I had to get past this hump I was on, man. And now, this just proved to me that getting together like this and talking, like we just said, talking about it helps. And I think so maybe I just gotta, do I owe you $90 an hour for therapy?
Nah, we're good.
You're good?
Well, I'll ask for a favor later on.
All right. Because honestly, I feel like I just went through a therapy session.
So we're gonna see a progression from the beginning of the video until the end. It's gonna be a whole arc.
You'll probably see it, because again, I was holding like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, but no way, I'm not gonna disrespect Chris and not do it, because this is what we chose. But I think, now that I'm looking at it, I just think it's cool, man, because it just proved to me again that no matter what you're going through, man, just sit down and talk about it. Yeah. We're a little different. We're talking in front of a camera to our followers and stuff like that. So that's a little bit, talking in private's a little bit different than talking. But I think our conversations have got to that point where it's almost natural.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even know this camera's here.
Yeah. I forget to look over.
You guys here?
I forget to look over sometimes.
Yeah. Which is cool, man. So again, I think that's, I think you'll see in the video, it was a little bit harsh. My answers were short. I couldn't even think. And I don't know if you noticed when we before we turned the camera on.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
I kept staring at this, trying to get my head straight, and that's why I was looking at the episodes that I watched. And I was trying to wind my mind back down. And then I'm stalling, and then I'm thinking, "Fuck!" He's looking at me like, "What are you waiting for?" So. I was
like, man, this guy's mad at me. And I was like, oh man.
Oh man, I feel 1,000 times better, and it's just proof that talking about it works. Is awesome, man. And
but you also pushed yourself through it too. You kind of like
good point. Yeah,
you pushed yourself to where you
know what? Great point. Thank you.
Let me talk about it. So you could have said, hey Chris, I'm not feeling it right now.
You know what? Let me tell you, man, I was that close.
And I wouldn't have been fine if you wanted to do that, But,
no, I know that already. But I'm like, you know what? No, man, this is too important to us. And again, I go through what I go through, so that's what we're learning.
But it's also good for them to see on camera, though, too. And good for you you went through everything on
camera right now. Actually, now that I think, right? Holy shit. But again, folks, thank you to my therapist, Chris. Are you licensed?
Not yet. Not in California, at least. So
good practice session. No, but man, that was a trip. A live therapy session.
That's awesome, though.
And we didn't even know it. But again, our conversations, again, for me it was tough, but because you were so your first statement was that you were happy, so that helped. And then you just continuing to talk, and then I could feel
it melting off almost.
Yeah, I could just feel it. You know, and then after a minute, you're like, come on, dumbass, get over it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm fighting in my head. I'm fighting with myself while you're talking. I'm like, what the hell's going on here, man? But this is what we go through, folks. But now we just put it on camera.
Yeah.
But so yeah, folks, suicide, not the way to go. You know, we're here joking around and we're playing around here, but
that's what I've always done with my heart. Probably, I think I was kind of raised that way.
Probably helps
when there's something traumatic going on. When I had my heart problem, when my mom had cancer, our whole family just makes jokes about it, jokes about everything. I don't know if that's a way to deal with it and get through it.
It probably is. And
yeah.
You know what? I don't see that as being a bad thing.
No, neither do I.
Maybe not doing it in front of other people because
Yeah.
they might take it differently.
Yeah.
But between us,
yeah,
just like we did, you know.
Yeah, there's some people to this day that don't realize how bad my heart disease is, because growing up with me, I looked normal. I joked around about it. My nickname is Shocker because my pacemaker defibrillator shocks me. So they just, you know, it's always been a joke with everybody, except for the people that actually saw me get shocked.
Well, now everybody knows.
Yeah, you know, I'm fine with
that.
that.
But listen,
yeah,
again,
yeah.
for me, when I first met you, I had no clue.
Yeah.
And you I didn't see anything. I didn't know anything. And for you to have that type of situation going on, and you're still out there doing your thing. And again, I think that's why we clicked.
Yeah.
Because you're positive no matter what's going on.
It's so easy to give up, but
it is,
it's
man,
like,
because that's the easy road.
Yeah. But
right?
it's the amount of stuff, the amount of happiness I felt over the years that I would have missed out on. It's just life is worth it, man. Life is so worth living.
Yes, and that's those two words alone, giving up.
Yeah.
That's two words, right?
Yeah.
All right.
We can put them together.
No, giving up. Not only are you giving up on whatever you're going through, you're giving up everything else around you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Don't give up, folks.
No.
Right?
Keep pushing through.
Keep pushing through,
Yeah.
man.
And there's plenty numbers to call if you need to call somebody.
There is.
You can,
there really is.
You can even DM us if that's something that you want to do.
And I'm actually going to post it at the end of this podcast.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it up there. Yeah. So, man, this turned into a great...
Yeah. You're welcome, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you, therapist. Where's my couch, bro? Next time, bring a couch, man. Yeah, folks. Suicide, guys. I mean, we're out here to talk about it like everything else. Suicide's not the way to go.
It's not.
You're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody else around you. And it only takes a couple seconds, a couple minutes just to think about it. Take a step back, think about what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Think about the people around you, and take a deep breath.
So what did you do when you were in that situation where you're thinking about that? Because I had times when I was thinking about that, and some of the things that kind of brought me out of thinking that way, along with the people I care about, was certain songs I listened to or music.
Songs change. Songs are powerful.
Yeah, it affects you to
sure.
where you think like, okay, you know, why am I doing this? Like, it makes you sad, but at the same time, it kind of snaps you out of it a little bit.
Yeah,
but
songs.
Music has helped me a lot throughout the years.
Big time. Well, sometimes, you know, some sad songs may put you...
Have the opposite effect.
Might have the opposite effect.
Yeah.
So be careful what you're listening to. All right, so, again, folks, suicide, not the way to go. Reach out. Learn a little bit more.
Push through.
Push through. Push through hard. Do what you have to do. Life is worth living.
Yep.
Right?
You only got one.
That's true. We only got one. And everything can get better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources out there that can help.
But like you said, you have to put in the work. You
Yeah,
do have to work. You have to work
the work.
towards being happy. It's not a magic pill anywhere. There's nothing you can take. It's just you gotta put in some work for it.
Yes. All right. So one last time, let's throw out a couple of sources. mentalhealthamerica.com or Mental Health America on Instagram. It's got it all. Everything mental health. ways to help, hotlines you can call, all that good stuff. Blake Mikowski, we are enough. Follow that guy. Super cool. It's always cool to look down.
It's a good reminder.
Good reminder to tell you you are enough.
Yeah.
And then check out his podcast, No Magic Pill with Blake Mikowski. No Magic Pill with Blake Mikowski on YouTube.
Yeah.
He has special guests on there. That helps me. Yeah. Any last words?
If you've made it this far, comment mental health in the comments.
Yeah.
And
Thank
also,
you.
If you're watching right now, and you haven't hit subscribe yet, please hit subscribe.
Yes. Please. And share.
Yeah, and share it. Like it, share it, and if you
Yes.
leave a comment, that'd be awesome.
Please, because we are super passionate about what we're doing. All we want to do is help. And with your help, we can continue what we're doing. So check us out on all our social media platforms. Instagram got our link to everything.
Yep.
And of course, YouTube, which you're probably watching now.
Yep.
I'll link everything at the end of the podcast. And super happy you guys stayed this long. I know this one's probably going on 40 minutes or
It's our
so.
longest one, I think.
Is it?
Maybe.
We got into it, so it's awesome. Yeah, folks, thanks again. My name is Gus.
I'm Chris.
We're out of here. Peace out.